Welcome back to one of our two big flower beds. The catmint is buzzing with bees tonight. Really happy to see them around. Did a lot of cleaning in this garden bed over the last few days. The sage kind of has slowed down, but the violets are still looking great, and so is the bee balm. And the rose bush, here, let me take you around the other side. I'm really happy that I trimmed this because look, after that first round of amazing blooms that we got, I trimmed this way back and we have another set of blooms, at least here and then one right here. So I'm happy to see that. We may get a few more beautiful roses yet this year. Since the last time I took a video of this, we had these beautiful lilies open up. Aren't they just gorgeous? And I was also noticing the alliums are dropping seeds, so I'm going to come out here and collect a bunch of those so I can plant them around the yard. And then we also have these pretty yellow lilies. And then even the hostas are blooming. And I don't know, some hostas have the most fragrant blooms on them, and they actually are really, really pretty. So that was just this one side of the garden bed. Okay, and here is the other side of this garden bed. And look at this. This coneflower is slowly opening and is the most gorgeous, like orange, reddish orange color. So I'll be excited to see what this looks like when it's fully in bloom. This butterfly bush is slowly starting to open. And let's look back here. I did a bunch of weeding this weekend and it seems to really have helped, but we have a phlox that has started blooming. And there's some more, there's some milkweed down there, more alliums that are dropping their seeds, and some more of these yellowish lilies. These coneflowers should be opening soon. It looks like the yarrow is starting to get ready to bloom. This butterfly bush, this white one, is already blooming, so that's exciting. I did see a monarch today. Really happy to see that. She's chasing rabbits. She's turning into a good garden dog. We don't like the rabbits in our flower beds. Really happy with how this milkweed is growing. It's got just one tiny clump of blossoms, but that's all right. It'll still give us a seed pod. We also have the scabiosa blooming, and here's that salvia that I was telling you about, and more of those yellow lilies, and I planted some borage back here, which I think will be nice. And I need to show you the lilies back there. They were open beautifully earlier this morning, but they seem to be closing up now that it's evening time. And the veronica again. The butterfly bush, which is slowly coming around. Milkweed is growing awesome. These coneflowers are starting to open just a little bit. The verbena is bursting. I'm so happy I got this. I love this. This plant is so beautiful. And then I spent a good time this past weekend weeding back here. Not really sure what this is. At first I thought it might be Black-Eyed Susans or maybe violets, so not really sure what it is, but I'm gonna leave it be for now. And more milkweed. Here's that Fireworks goldenrod, and here's some hollyhocks that I planted from seed. They are really struggling, they keep getting eaten. And this liatris I've had to put a cage around. I think I might get some more blooms off this, but I'm not sure. The rabbits mowed down quite a bit. I've got another batch of milkweed back here, and these lilies are so pretty, but I don't know what's happening. They're not growing really well back here. I think in fall I need to dig these up and kind of spread them around. But I got this all nice and clean back here. It's looking a lot better. And more allium that I'm gonna collect the seeds from. But I'm really happy with how this garden bed is turning out. Like I said, we had a monarch earlier, and was really excited to see that. I'll include a little video clip of that here in just a minute. Coming out, this is the whole reason we planted this garden. Not sure if you can see. And as I promised, unfortunately the other night, my battery died, but this is the other garden that we have planted, so I'm gonna turn you around and show you what we have all growing in there. So this is the garden that I kind of just had random things planted in, extra things, and this is what the kids had planted stuff in. Now all that green you see, mostly grass. I didn't do anything special. We literally just dug it up and got as much of the Bermuda grass out of it. And the kids planted a mixed bag of, I think, wildflower mix, and the grass is still coming up, so we're gonna have to try again next year. But I do have a lot of lemon balm and Russian sage and a gorgeous purple butterfly bush that looks like it's gonna start really exploding soon. This is a hello yellow butterfly weed, Coreopsis, and this one I just got. This is here, let me look. I don't remember the exact name. Butterfly flower ice ballet. This is another milkweed plant. This is the one that I actually had inside when I was raising the caterpillars that I had taken out of the yard. And once they all turned into butterflies, I planted it out here, so I'll have even more milkweed in fall when the butterfly raising season comes along again. More Coreopsis, and I've got some barrage, another clump of milkweed, more milkweed, more milkweed. As you can see, I kind of went a little nuts, but last year I raised, I think, almost 20 monarchs, and I couldn't find enough milkweed to feed them all. So I'm making up for it this year. More Veronica and more milkweed. This is the fire poker lily. I think this blooms later in the summer. And then that's the fireworks goldenrod there. And this is the kids' space. Now, as you can see, there is tons of grass, but there are quite a few zinnias, quite a few other flowers, lots of basil, which I didn't realize that was going to be in this mix. Not even sure why it is, but it smells amazing. Can't ever have enough basil, I guess you could say. But then, as you can see, it's mostly grass. It's quite a mess. And then I have, you can see I've got a bunch of hollyhocks that I put in here, and a nice big shoot of asparagus. So we are leaving that. As you can see, it's still quite small, so it's definitely probably not ready to harvest for another 2 years. So that is the back garden. Sorry that it took me so long to show it to you, but starting to get a little bit of color, and over time we're just going to keep working the soil and try to get it to look a little bit cleaner and get some really nice things established. I bought a bunch of zinnia bags from NCAP. They were in clearance at Walmart for $1.50, so I grabbed 3 bags of that, and I think I might just plant this as a cutting garden back here, so we'll see. But yeah, that's the back garden. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the flower gardens. They've really been a passion of mine to try to get more butterflies and cutting garden and just have flowers for the kids to cut or for me to bring inside. So glad I got to show them to you today, and hope you guys have a good night. See you next time.